doing? Sorry that there was a delay on your reading. I feel that, along with getting super busy, I feel that when these delays come up, it's for a reason. Like you're meant to receive the message at a certain time frame. So, you're receiving it now, and I just remembered that I forgot something. Hold on. Alright, so the moon is in Scorpio at 36.9% illumination. And the next day and a half, it'll be a half moon in Scorpio. Tomorrow, Mercury goes retrograde. Dun, 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 dun. I have been warning people in advance. So expect delays, setbacks, past people, things coming up to be resolved. We're going to have a full moon in Pisces on the 31st. We're actually getting 2 full moons in 1 month, so that's pretty rare and pretty dope. Our last full moon was a super moon, right? So, you can only imagine, right? Now we get a super extra full moon, and it'll be the blue moon. So, yes, without further ado, we will get to your reading. What messages does Gemini need today? The golden ratio, beauty, nature, and patterns. If you notice, this is a Fibonacci spiral, right? With the Fibonacci sequence of numbers going through it. Basically, the Fibonacci sequence is that every third number is the sum of the first 2 numbers, right? So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 5, 3, 5, 8, 5, 8, 13, it just goes on and on and on. So, yeah, I feel like you're noticing patterns or synchronicities, you're catching on to things. Let's see. The golden ratio really applies to all levels of life. As above, so below. As within, so without. Right? Let's talk about these patterns that you're noticing. Empress, divine feminine energy showing up, Aries energy. With the Ace of Wands, this is like a creative and passionate new endeavor, right? This is feeling inspired, really being eager to experience something new, to go in a new direction. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse with the Tower in reverse, right? The Tower in reverse means that you're rebuilding from something that fell apart or something that you tore apart, right? If it was like an old cycle that needed to come to completion, you probably brought that cycle to an end here. With the Knight of Swords in reverse, there's this energy of like not reacting or not taking an action. Let me see. I want to clarify what this is about. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. With the Tower in reverse, you could have left a job recently, right? Because the Knight of Swords is like running towards something. The Knight of Swords in reverse could be running away from something. And with the Tower in reverse, it could have been in order to rebuild your life or in order to restructure something. Especially with Seven of Pentacles being like options or opportunities. And it was like, I see you, you know, kind of walking away from something that was once an option or opportunity financially. Eight of Swords, there's something that you don't quite see yet. Also, this is like a self-imposed prison, right? Eight of Swords represents a prison of our own making. So which does it represent for you? Eight of Pentacles. This has more to do with work, right? These work cards keep coming up. Maybe there's something that you don't see in regards to the work that you do. With the High Priestess, though, it's like you do have a strong intuition about something. It's like your intuition is telling you to just work hard, you know, keep your nose down and focus. I still want more clarity on that Eight of Swords. Page of Swords in reverse. Maybe you didn't see somebody actually like they could have been putting on a front here or like coming off one way but really behind your back being another way. With the Nine of Swords, there could have been envy or just malice, right? This is kind of almost like a narcissistic kind of energy. Like they wanted to see you in a state of suffering. And it's like if you're not in a state of suffering, then they're not happy, right? So they might show up just to get front row tickets to your suffering. Six of Pentacles in reverse tells me that you don't need them and you don't need their energy, right? You're quite capable without them. And if this is in regards to work, like this could have been a boss, this could have been coworkers, this could have been something, but this is an energy of really not needing them. And with the moon, it's like a path is being illuminated and something's coming to light here in regards to that situation. There's a scorpion under the moon, right? And right now the moon is in Scorpio, so There could be relevance to that. But I feel like you walking away from a situation or going in a new direction, rebuilding your life, and just focusing on your work at this time is a really good idea. Ace of Cups. I'm seeing this as like, and there's a lot of Pisces energy, just throwing that out there with the Moon and the High Priestess. Ace of Cups is self-love, right? It's filling your own cup. It's starting an endeavor that begins with self-care and doing what is right for you, right? What is something that is in alignment with your true self. Because, yeah, we've got 3 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups in reverse. And I think that you're noticing that, like, a work situation, because it definitely feels like work. I feel like you're noticing that that just wasn't emotionally fulfilling for you, right? It just left you feeling drained. And, like it needed to end. Like, you couldn't fathom just staying in a situation for the rest of your life, so that in itself, like, kind of triggered you to move in a new direction. Alright, what is your advice from Spirit right now? All of it. Alright. 7 of Cups in reverse. This is kind of like if you were looking at dating or like kind of putting yourself out there, because it's like looking at like romantic opportunities. It's kind of like your advice here is to kind of shut that down and focus on your work, especially with that 8 of Pentacles. King of Pentacles in reverse tells me that if you invest too much energy in that direction, you're just gonna deal with loss or lack, right? Yeah, we have the King and Queen of Cups both in reverse. These are divine counterparts, but they're both in reverse, and it's like saying that you and your counterpart are kind of like need to be in a less emotional state and a more logical state. Get out of your feelings and into your head kind of energy. We have the Hermit in reverse, Virgo energy showing up. This is climbing out of your comfort zone. This is leaving a situation that brings complacency into your life or stagnation. With the 10 of Swords in reverse, this is like a rebirth kind of energy. This is like a minor arcana death card, So with it being in reverse, I see this rebirth along with the Tower in reverse, and I think that you're really called to like leave your comfort zone and to focus on rebuilding yourself, rebirthing yourself. Focus on your ambitions at this time. What is important to you? What resources do you need at this time, because it's almost like focusing on the gain so much is what brings a sense of lack into your life. Ace of Swords is in reverse. Swords is all about, like, truth or action. I feel like somebody could be very deceptive at this time, or you could have been dealing with deceptive energies. Let's clarify it. Yeah, with the Four of Cups, this is like, I see you rejecting a situation or like turning down offers or opportunities. With the Six of Cups in reverse, it's like you're not even allowing nostalgia to sway you at this time. I see that you really are getting to a place of being less in your emotions and more in your business mindset, you know, being more of a creator, or, you know, taking time to leave the familiar behind. Two of Swords in reverse with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse tells me that when you allow yourself to be too vulnerable emotionally, it's like that's when you start losing out on all the things that you're trying to build for yourself. And right now you need to, like, veer away from that sentiment, you know, veer away from the delusion that love is the answer, when really right now you should be focusing on your resources and your work and your purpose. You're being called to kind of walk alone at this time is what I'm seeing. Balancing out your masculine and feminine attributes within yourself, where it's important. The Hanged Man with the Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's like saying you face obstacles when your guard is down, when you allow yourself to be too vulnerable. Just kind of repeating the same message over and over, and I feel like that's that Fibonacci sequence. Like, I can say it in a million different ways, but ultimately the message is the same, and it's like coming through just very strongly, like, you know what you're supposed to be doing right now. So do it. We have Wheel of Fortune. Things will be turning around for you. It's just going to require action on your part, action towards your goals, you know, not action towards a person at this time. So, like, rather than trying to find your validation in another person, rather than seeking, like, connection, you know, connect with yourself and see what you need, right? Because at this point, you know, focusing on your needs over your wants will give you more of what you want in life. But if you focus on your wants over your needs, then you'll miss out on what you need in life. And you'll just feel a sense of lack. Durga Kalika. In unusually challenging situations, the ways that we have supported ourselves during more ordinary times are insufficient. We need to be open to divine inspiration, protection, and proceeding in new ways. Here's a portent of unexpected success. Even if everything appears to be going against you, the tide shall turn through divine grace. Divine intervention is a better term for that. Kaladara. When hope is lost and a way forward cannot be sensed, Kali's love will find a way. If the path does not yet exist, then it shall be created. If you cannot see or feel how you can move from where you are to where you want to be, Kali's wisdom and grace will manifest at the perfect time to provide what is needed. Bhadrakali. There is not always a need to try to grapple and conquer. Sometimes the need is simply to let go. Just because another has created a certain reality for themselves and is attempting to draw you in does not mean that you must participate. You have the divinely granted gift of choosing where to invest your energy, so be kind to yourself. So, that's pretty much what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Namaste. I love you guys, and I will catch you later.